Starting with the currency pairs, Aussie New Zealand dollar is in the zone in a downtrend. We are waiting for a sweet spot short to form. Aussie US dollar hyperextended. We're going to skip that. US Canadian dollar, nothing is set up, so we were going to skip that. Pound Canadian dollar hyperextended, skipping that. New Zealand US dollar in the zone, trending down, waiting for a short sweet spot to set up. Singapore dollar hyperextended. We're going to skip that. US Canadian dollar in the zone, trending down, waiting for a short sweet spot. And finally, US Canadian dollar hyperextended, so we're going to forget that. Now on to indicator all-stars. I have an interesting one for you today, Dave. This one is called Trendline Breakout Navigator. It's also by Lux Algo. When I first saw it, I had a little bit of a hard time understanding how it works. But then I read the instructions. Basically, what you need to understand here on this particular one is pretty easy to understand when the big thick red line is going down, the trend is down. When the big thick green line is going up, the trend is up. Okay, so this operates on three swing high, swing low zones. So this is, let's say this is the macro zone, right? Okay, then this dash line is the medium zone. And then this tiny little dotted line is the micro zone. So the difference between the zones is the length between bars. So the idea being, like, if you look down here, these little tiny zones over here with the dotted lines, that's the fewest number of bars in between, whatever. For me, I could do without the little micro zones and just deal with the macro zone. But the way it works is when you see the line go horizontal, that means the start of a new trend. So as you can see, horizontal green line, trend started going up. Then you have these little minor lines underneath here, which kind of could be visually helpful. The way I really caught how it works is when I hit the replay button and put it through the simulator. So if you watch it here, see the trend is up, line's horizontal. As soon as it gets the length of bars, this green line will snap to that, unless the trend changes while it's in the process here. So now another horizontal bar, trends down. So that's the way you use this thing. Actually, I really like this. I'll have to try it with some real trades to see how it works and if it needs to be adjusted or tweaked as far as the length and all that stuff. Like I said, the minor swings, I don't know if they're helpful or not.
The bar thing's nice.
So
do we know what the dots do?
combined with trend lines and dots, the bar colors can provide extra depth and insight into the underlying trend. If a new higher high low pierces the trend line without the closing price breaking, the trend line will be updated. The exact location where the price exceeded the trend line is visualized by a dot. That's what it is.
Blue for bullish, orange for bearish.
Right. So that's where it pierced the trend line. Oh, okay. That makes sense. See? The trend line was up.
Yeah.
Same way here.
Yep.
Trend line's down. So trending down, that's where price pierced the trend line.
Yep.
Price pierced
the trend line.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
All right.
Works for me.
That's all I got for today.
All right. Awesome.
Good luck.
All right. Happy trading.